Our street is full of dogs, ones that whine and snarl, ones with the kind of bark that comes from a place so buried, so scary deep, it's like they're dredging up a whole once-upon-a-time world of dog misery. I like these mutts, the ones with the saddest news in their voices, because as I see it, they mean everything they say. That's the impression they give when they're howling their warnings at us, holding down the lousy fort in the junked-out yards of Hilldale's lousiest families, the ones like mine, who didn't leave when the paper mill closed and the river was pronounced dead. Dogs are what they are. They'll tell you what they want, and even if no one I know speaks their language, it's not too hard to figure out what it is. Unlike some people who you think you can trust, but then something crappy happens, and you wonder why you ever let him look at the picture of you in the first grade where you were wearing your grandmother's ugliest wig, and why you let him do things to you with his hands that your windbag size 22 Aunt Bernice turned out to be right about. You wouldn't exactly want these things on the front page of the newspaper. But most of the stuff you do you wouldn't want to see on the front page anyway, because who wants to read about how on one particular cruddy Sunday morning you went over the speed bump too fast while practicing for your permit and your dad wouldn't stop chewing you out for 3 days straight? I have a dog whose name is Lucy, and she is a mutt like almost every dog on the street. Her mother was a Beagle brand of mutt, and her father was MIA as soon as he finished his business with Lucy's mom. But he must have been a shepherd mix or something just as big and clumsy. Lucy is thick-haired, medium-sized, and dopey, but she is also tough and has a bark that goes in 2 seconds from just kidding to wanting to murder every furry little thing she sees, ones that can spray her or not. But usually she starts up with her murderer's bark long before she gets to the squirrel or rabbit or the Jensen's cat football, and so they always know to run off before she is anywhere close enough to sink her teeth into their soft little stomachs. Even so, she's managed to do it at least once.